Hey, I'm Alicia Witt, and I am really excited to be here tonight at Cafe 939 at Berkeley in beautiful downtown Boston. I'm about to play a show. Oh wow, if I were going to be transported to any decade of music, I would definitely pick the 40s, I think. Oh gosh, either the 40s or maybe even the early 50s. I think the 40s. I've always had a real connection to that era. So, my guilty pleasure. I don't know. I have a few guilty pleasures, I guess. It's not a guilty pleasure, but I love food. I like good food. I'm a vegan, but the misconception about being a vegan is that it's all healthy, or of course that it's all bland, which it's not at all. So one of the things I love to do is do vegan baking and make these desserts from recipes that you wouldn't even believe, and then feed them to my non-vegan friends. And I mean, at this point, they know when they come over to my house, they're probably going to get something that doesn't have dairy or eggs in it.
Right.
But at first, they didn't know, and they would have no clue. So that's fun. I love all the sounds that my animals make.
Okay.
All the little silly sounds. I have a girl dog who's about 70 pounds who can go from being completely sound asleep to letting out this earth-shattering bark that makes you leap in the air because somebody slams a car door a few blocks away, you know? It's that kind of thing. And just their breathing. I think all the time when I'm falling asleep and when I'm at home with them, and I just hear all the little noises they make while they're sleeping.
Okay.
It's so sweet. Ooh. Well, two things come to mind. I hate the sound of a fork scraping on a plate. Hate. It gives me horrible shivers. It's horrible to me. And then the other sound I just hate is when people just get that really angry, sort of high-pitched, screechy yelling sound. It's not accomplishing anything. Whenever someone tries to fight like that, or the few occasions when people have tried to fight with me like that, I'm like, what? That's not gonna work.
No.
That's not gonna work. I don't know if I can pick one person that inspires me. I know I'm supposed to, but it's so hard. There's so many songwriters who inspire me to no end. Like Shawn Colvin was one of the first ones. When I first discovered her music, I was blown away by the sound of her voice, the lyrics. I love Tom Waits and Bob Dylan. Well, I'm an actor aside from being a singer-songwriter, so that's cool. But if I couldn't do either of those, I think I would be either a chef or a psychologist. I think I'd be good at either of those.
A vegan chef.
A vegan chef, absolutely. I actually would love to open a vegan restaurant one day.
Oh, great.
And I love like helping people with their problems and talking, especially relationship. I would think I'd be a relationship counselor. What do I bring with me to every... Oh, I know. I always bring perfume with me to every show. I bring perfume with me everywhere, actually. Just a little tiny vial of perfume. I don't like not having it with me. I actually feel very nervous if I don't have it with me. I might pick, actually, my guitar player, Martin Rebus, for that. He's pretty awesome. He's seriously mind-blowing. He has a new album that he's mixing right now, and we actually met at a Philly gig. Well, we met in New York, and then we met at a Philly gig right after that as well, and he gave me his EP, and I listened to it, and I put it in my car, and I just kept listening, and then it became the CD in my car that every time it came on, I was like, wow, this is good, like every single time. So it's still in there, actually, 5 months later. And I honestly, even if he weren't standing there, I think he's fantastic. So great. Check him out. Oh, my first concert experience was actually Sting. I had made a movie with Sting when I was 7.
Oh my
and
gosh.
he came through the Worcester Centrum. Told you, I'm from Worcester. So he came through the Centrum and he had this show and hooked me and my brother up with seats on the stage because he had kids as well and he was worried about our hearing and didn't want us to be blown out sitting in the audience, gave us earplugs. And that was really fun. It was a great rock show. It was definitely my first concert and my first rock show all in one. I don't think I've figured out how to balance it. I really haven't. I just love making music. I love writing songs. I love sharing songs. I'm incredibly grateful that I'm at a point in my burgeoning music career where I actually get to do this and people will come. So I definitely don't think I've figured out how to balance it yet. Hey, so I'm Alicia Witt, otherwise known as A-Dubs. That's Mike Maven's idea, by the way.
A-Dubs.
That's what I was trying to do.